Zhang Yi continued probing Bailey Changqing for Lin Hai intelligence, learning that outer city transferees like himself were designated only as support while the Celestial Squad would spearhead the operation. The Black Robe Squad sidelined under the pretext of unhealed injuries from the Yuan Konya battle, a perfunctory excuse given Blizzard City's medical capabilities and Wu Di's evident recovery, the real reason being Command's lack of confidence in Bailey after Bien Junhua's death. Bailey extolled the Celestial Squad's unmatched mission completion rate and top points ranking among the 6 investigation teams, prompting Wu Di to attribute their success to Deng family resources. Zhang Yi and Bailey dissected the Deng Group's stranglehold on Blizzard City's biotechnology, origin bomb production, and compound development, with Deng Shintong groomed as a potential successor to Zhu Zhang. The commander, despite supreme authority, must concede face to the Deng patriarch, allowing the family to exploit the crisis for greater leverage. Bailey dismissed political machinations with a toast, declaring warriors need only follow whoever ensures comfortable survival. Meanwhile, in the Operations Center's high-level conference room, Zhu Zhang convened with Lan Xinqing, Sun Luxuan, Tu Yunlai, Deng Yuanbua, and Deng Shintong to review the soul artifact recovered from Li Tianlong's corpse, a satellite phone containing a video message from Phoenix Inujin, leader of Eclipse Moon. The gray-capped, gray-vested Ronin addressed the Jiangnan leadership in translated Japanese, waving cheerfully before proposing a calm-down truce. Eclipse Moon sought only a parcel of Central Plains land for survival, arguing the vast territory could spare space for wanderers. In exchange for withdrawal of all soldiers, a non-aggression pledge, and land cession, Phoenix Inujin promised an end to slaughter, his fox-like smile narrowing as he reminded them of the consequences of continued resistance, the otherworldly forces already serving as grim example. The conference room falls into grim silence after Phoenix Inujin's recorded ultimatum plays out, the Ronin leader's demands for Central Plains land and total military withdrawal igniting fury around the table. Zhu Zhang slams his fist down, declaring the Ronin must be wiped out to the last man, while Deng Shintong rises eagerly to volunteer the Celestial Squad for a one-day extermination mission. Before the commander can respond, a deliberate cough cuts through the tension. Deng Yuanbua, chairman of the Deng Group and Shintong's uncle, intervenes with a deceptively mild suggestion to simply bombard the enemy with the strategic death of love weapon. Zhu Zhang refuses, citing limited stockpiles, inter-regional accountability, and the political humiliation of deploying a doomsday-class asset against a small band of Ronin on home soil. Deng Yuanbua counters that substance outweighs face, reminding them that 10 supernatural organizations were erased in a single hour, a feat even the investigation teams might not replicate. Operations Minister Tu Yunlai dismisses the threat, characterizing Eclipse Moon as an untrained motley crew of gangsters, salarymen, shrine maidens, and students whose combat skills pale beside the professionally honed Celestial Squad. Zhu Zhang concurs, noting he has drafted elite outer city superhumans to reinforce the squad alongside full regional support. Deng Yuanbua tactfully proposes recalling other investigation teams, but Lan Xinqing reports the Demon, Reincarnation, and other squads are locked into critical missions elsewhere. Deng Shintong, protective of his squad's reputation, insists the Celestial Squad needs no help and warns delay will only let the Ronin scatter. Zhu Zhang ends the debate, the Celestial Squad takes command, the operation launches immediately, and Shintong must coordinate with the arriving outer city assets. As the meeting closes, Shintong asks whether Zhang Yi of Tianhai City is included. Zhu Zhang confirms his name is on the roster. Zhang Yi conversed with Bailey Changqing at the Cipher Bar regarding the shifting dynamics in Linhai City, formulating a strategy that prioritized his personal survival while maximizing casualties among the Eclipse Moon Ronin. He recognized that the 13-member organization's capacity for disruption stemmed solely from the absence of a sufficiently powerful counterforce within the vast Jiangnan region, noting that only Blizzard City and his own Tianhai City possessed the requisite strength to challenge them. A notification from Lan Xinqing summoned him to an operations meeting the following morning, a development Zhang Yi welcomed as evidence that Commander Zhu Zhang did not view him as a priority threat requiring private handling. Bailey Changqing confirmed that elite superhumans from the outer cities had been assembled for this mission, necessitating a collective briefing on classified intelligence. Zhang Yi, habitually underestimating his own standing due to excessive caution, looked forward to gauging these experts' capabilities. The evening devolved into a heavy drinking session involving Meng Xiyu, Wu Di, and Liang Yu, during which Wu Di sought vengeance for his prior combat defeat but was soundly bested at the table. Zhang Yi secretly diverted the majority of the alcohol into bottles using his alternate dimension ability, maintaining perfect clarity. At midnight, Bailey Changqing transported them to an outsider apartment complex where, whether by design or oversight, only a single room had been reserved. Liang Yu, flustered by the arrangement, moved to secure alternative lodging, but Zhang Yi abruptly sat up, his mind razor-sharp despite feigned intoxication. He requested warm milk, summoned Hua Hua onto his lap, and analyzed the strategic pivot he had discerned, the Jiangnan region had abandoned mass encirclement tactics in favor of elite strike teams led by the Celestial Squad, rendering low-level combatants obsolete against Delta-tier threats. He questioned whether the outer city superhumans were intended as mere distractions or cannon fodder to create openings for the professionals, a suspicion Liang Yu refined by suggesting their role might be to cut off escape routes, as hunting scattered fugitives proved far more difficult than annihilation in a single engagement. Zhang Yi accepted the warm milk from Liang Yu and expanded on his tactical assessment through a fable: a mouse carrying fire into an ammunition depot, chased by a cat bearing water. He identified them as the cat and Eclipse Moon as the mouse, the fire representing the destabilizing chaos the Ronin inflicted upon the region's reputation and internal security. When Liang Yu could not define the water, Zhang Yi proposed a chilling hypothesis: the water was them, the outer city superhumans deployed alongside the Celestial Squad as sacrificial assets to ensure the primary force's success. He voiced his deepest fear that Blizzard City's leadership would readily trade their lives for the organization's eradication, a calculation Liang Yu reluctantly acknowledged as standard military doctrine. Zhang Yi rejected such nobility outright, declaring that his survival, and that of Liang Yu and Hua Hua, superseded any mission objective. He ordered her to flee instantly if her life was endangered. When she challenged whether mission failure justified desertion, he mocked her self-importance, asserting the region could eliminate Eclipse Moon through countless methods but merely weighed the cost, possibly even negotiating a truce if the price proved too steep. He traced this pragmatism to the Superpower Alliance's formation, which signaled Blizzard City's inability to govern the region, a fragmentation mirrored globally where even Japan split between the Kansai Pelicans and Kanto Izumo, with Eclipse Moon plotting insurrection. Zhang Yi, long prepared for such treachery, sought to harden Liang Yu's resolve against her impulsive nature, reminding her of past reckless risks. She conceded to his logic, accepting his command authority. Satisfied, Zhang Yi prepared to shower and sleep, only to recall the single-room arrangement as Liang Yu's face burned crimson. She attempted to flee into the freezing night, but he halted her, citing the cold and the critical meeting ahead. When she whispered the sleeping dilemma, he glanced at the large double bed and calmly invited her to squeeze in.